Hey, what are you working on?
I'm working on the story of me.
You're working on a story of me, working on the story of me. The story of me.
The story of me?
No, the story is about me.
The story of me. It's supposed to be about
Just
you.
roll the clip.
It's about people to get
This is the story of my life through my parents' eyes.
When Daniel was born, he was faced with a lot of challenges. The doctors didn't even know if he was going to live. He ended up going into congestive heart failure when he was 12 weeks old and had to have emergency open heart surgery.
A lot of things I remember, but a couple things that stuck out in my head was just, his mom stayed at the hospital all the time. I went back and forth and just, would sit at home and just literally my lab would just, Samson would just come up and just hug me and just knew something was going on.
Initially, the doctors told us he would have to have several more open heart surgeries after the first one at 2 years old, one when he became a teenager, and one into adulthood, which would have been a total of 4.
When they were talking about the surgery and he's up there having his surgery, and I'm thinking to myself, is this kid going to make it? What's going on? And when he came down, I went over to his bed, and he was glued shut, not stapled. That freaked me out. And then, or not stitched, and then his IVs were in his head at that point also, and I asked them what was going on. They said, well, they don't stitch it yet, because you don't know really what they have to do from there, and that kind of scared me. And then the funny thing was that they had put it in his head because you were moving around so much, and they knew you couldn't get to that and pull it out. So I knew you had a lot of energy and a will to live.
To date, Daniel only had the one when he was 3 months old, and truly has been a medical miracle to the doctors.
Later on, just how well he's done from there. Just a lot of things the doctor said, and when he was going home, having him tube fed and knowing that every night we'd have to wrap this blanket around him. I remember that really, really tough, knowing how to put a tube down his nose every single night so that he could eat. That really stuck out, having to do that. And for years people have asked me, how'd you do that? And when you don't have a choice, it's relative, you have to do it. So it's, believe it or not as painful as I thought it was going to be, at least for me. I'm sure it freaked him out at 3-4 months old, having a tube stuck down his nose every night.
Here we go. Good morning, Anne Arundel family. Come on out and meet your Sensible Listing makeover team. Let me tell you guys about the Sensible Listing. You're gonna get flexible commissions, the freedom to cancel at any time, and our average time to sell a house is only 19 days. Sound good? Yeah! Let's do it! Move that truck! Call 410-766-8000.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should.